So I just wanted to say something really quick. I was going to type it up, but it just seemed better to just drop you a quick video. I wanted to say something about toxic relationships and getting out of them and healing from them. You know, in a toxic relationship, it takes two. Both entities are very deeply wounded. Each one is getting something out of it. There are no victims in a toxic relationship. Each person has a different perspective of why they're in it because of their soul work. They do not have to be, and more than likely are not on the same vibratory level. And so, therefore, you have friction, and eventually things will come to a head, and the relationship will end. And it usually has a very painful ending because people hold on much longer than they need to. Everyone has to do soul level work at some point in your path. It's a part of human evolution of the soul. So know that that soul work is about healing those wounds yourself. That no one can do that for you're not going to be able to avoid it. People who tend to get into toxic relationships are trying to avoid doing the soul work that would heal the wounds that allows them to seek a toxic relationship. Um, we tell ourselves that, it's not us, it's them, but it's us too. Um, we play a part in that. So there's no real victims. And that soul work is not easy. The conscious community, some people have you thinking it's all love and light, and it's not. It gets very dark, and it gets very painful, and it gets very lonely, and there's times that you're just so bereft. When you start to realize just how much you carry that you didn't even realize you carry um, as a burden from things that have already happened and gone, and you survived it, but you're carrying these wounds from it. It's like scars that healed with a keloid. you know, um, but that can be fixed, and it gets fixed when you look at what caused it. And now, with the new knowledge that you have, you close up that wound correctly. You see what came out of it, what good came out of it, what lesson may have came out of it, what it catapulted you into, if it did, what it transitioned for you. Like, it happened for a reason. And now, with your third eye open, with your consciousness, you can see why those things happen and now heal it in a healthy manner. That's what growth is about. And everybody gets to that level of work at different stages in their life. But we all seek to bury ourselves in something else, to hide and take our time away from it. And, fate's only going to let you do that for but so long, because you have to grow. You have to evolve. And I have a theory that those who are suicidal and have committed suicide were stuck in that in between. They could no longer find things to bury themselves in, to keep a bubble away from the hurt, nor could they face the pain of doing the soul work, because they did not have the confidence that they'll come out of it okay. Because that soul work could get pretty painful when you start looking at those old wounds and where they came from and generated from and what came out of it. So not everybody is firm in themselves enough to look at those things and know that looking at them, no matter how ugly, I'm going to come out for the better, for healing them. You know, they want to run, and then nothing works anymore. Relationships don't work, drugs don't work, alcohol don't work, sex don't work. All these vices don't work to hide and shut out the world anymore. Cutting, what do you call it? Disorders. Yeah. So I'm just, I just figure that they're stuck in that in between, and they just couldn't. That's where that I can't take it anymore comes out of. Because we know they must be wounded deeply. Anyone who would take any life, including their own, there's something deeply disturbed within that needs addressing, and never did get addressed. If you could harm yourself and others, if it didn't come down to like life or death for you, but those who just think homicidally, it's not okay. You're a human. You're not a savage. Stop this. Our young boys, y'all have to value life. I know I'm going on a tangent, but this is beyond. This is with the whole Kiana thing trending right now, and y'all have to value life. You're killing our species, guys. Sure, some of us will survive. We may not go to extinction anytime soon, but at some point, if we carry on with the savagery that we treat our fellow man with, we can cause our own to go extinct. So, this homicidal maniacal mindset that seems to swoop across this earth is got to stop. It just needs to stop. Okay, this has gone on long enough. Do the work. It's worth it. You're worth it to come out on the other side smarter, wiser, healthier, more knowledgeable, and ready to take on and go to the next level. Let yourself grow up. That's my advice to you.